been talking lately about what it means to move from a maker culture to a repair culture, and 5 skills for students or anyone to be a better self-coach or teacher to themselves. And today what I want to do is teach you a new vocabulary word. May not be new to you, but it's one of my new favorite words that I want to invite you to take on as your theme for 2022. Are you ready for this? The word is titrate. Have you heard that word before? It started off as a science word, a chemistry word. And my understanding is, like, here's the test tube, here's a little liquid in the test tube. And the idea is we put in a little bit of a chemical solution into the test tube, and then we wait to see how is this chemical solution going to respond. And then we put in a little bit more and we wait and we see how is it going to respond. So it's a process of not just putting in the whole dropper and then seeing an explosion happen that we didn't expect, but going little bit by little bit, or in this definition that you see here, to continuously measure and adjust the balance. I love that, to continuously measure and adjust the balance. And I find as an academic coach, and by the way, I've been forgetting to introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Gretchen Wegner. I am the creator of the Anti-Boring Approach to Powerful Studying and a trainer of teachers and academic coaches, and as well as somebody who works with students. And one of the things that I notice is too many adults when working with students expect them to be able to go from 0 to 60. Parents, I'm sorry, but you often expect students to be able to just like, here, work with the coach and fix this problem. Just take the solution and go fix it. But habit change and learning and growth actually is more successful when we go little bit by little bit. And when we learn to continuously, like, to try on a new habit or to experiment with a new way of doing something, but have it be a teeny tiny little next step. Maybe it's just writing in a planner every day. Maybe it's even just opening the planner to look at it before you do homework. A teeny tiny little step, but we do it, and then we continuously measure what's happening, and then we figure out how to adjust the balance after that. So what I love about this word titrate is it gives us permission to slow things down and go the speed of the body. And it also invites us to do some experimenting, to take on a mindset of experimentation. You might recall, if you watched this video, that the 5 skills to being a better self-coach or teacher is number 3 here, is to learn how to do little experiments on yourself. And experiments are much more successful in my experience when we take teeny tiny little steps. We get into trouble in tiny steps. We get out of trouble in tiny steps, right? But we continuously notice and measure and then adjust the balance until we get the life circumstance we're looking for. So I ask you, what would it take for you to embrace this idea of titration in 2022? How can you slow things down, but also focus on experimenting and measuring and looking for the right balance? I would be so curious to hear what you think you might want to work on over this next year. And speaking of that, I have all these free downloads that I've been sharing with you. And the one I want to focus on in this video is if you go to my website, gretchenwegner.com, / whatever that is, live, that will give you the next date that we're showing up for free in a Zoom room with parents and students and educators. And I am available to support you. And I think it would be so lovely here in the new year to spend some time thinking together about this word. What does it look like to titrate? And maybe we could even walk away from that Zoom call having some specific ideas for how we might, with radical self-love, practice slowing down and titrating so that the new habits that we try and instill in the new year actually stick. I look forward to seeing you there, and I look forward to spending this next new year with you. Bye, everyone.